The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space, we began our story creating a small settlement. We then moved to a new area under the watchful eye of the king. After gaining the king's approval, we then began cultivating Shady Acres. This was the end of Chapter 1. As we began Chapter 2, we started creating our third new town. We also began our first side story, focusing on a citizen named Cody Stone. We then went back to our main city and continued growing it. We practiced our traffic management by providing people with ways to get to their destinations in multiple cities around the world. We still attempted to start our own transportation program with buses and taxis. We continued growing our population, created a shopping center, and our transportation network ended up earning us a bit of money over time, marking the start of our third side story in the food industry. For our next side story, we traveled to another brick in the mall to create a shopping center focused on a fast food restaurant within our city. After getting close to going bankrupt, we then traveled to a new place, learning different food recipes and starting our new restaurant. After learning how to run a restaurant, we returned to our city. We continued growing the city by adding multiple tree farms up on a hill, more to our education system, and also general population growth, like a new neighborhood. We then took 50 days to build up a trading card shop. We sold packs, booster boxes, dice, sleeves, and more. We ended the side story by keeping $10,000 in the bank while also leaving the store fully stocked. When we came back to our city of Shady Acres, we continued to grow our population. We also moved around the different types of industries we had close to the downtown area. We moved our stone quarry across the river, and we also bought up more map tiles so that we could move our main industrial area further away from the downtown area. We then noticed that no matter what we did, we kept losing money for an unknown reason at the time.
Good evening. The city of Shady Acres is facing unprecedented levels of crime, and it continues to rise. The murder rate is at an all-time high, with victims ranging from high-profile legitimate business leaders to lowly street thugs. Is no one safe? Police believe at least 47 organized crime groups may be behind the murders, but with no suspects in custody, panic has started to spread. In response, plans are underway for a new maximum security facility, one capable of holding the worst criminals our city has ever known. But will that be enough to stop the carnage and return Shady Acres to the peaceful haven it once was, when the biggest worry were the potholes on Main Street? Stay tuned to Shady Acres News for more updates.
Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. We are in Chapter 2, The Modern Era. Today we are playing Prison Architect. Alright, so what we have here is the prison that we worked on last stream on Monday. We added a few more cells on the bottom. I think it was just these last 6 cells. And then we built all of this, including the yard. And infirmary and morgue. We didn't really do anything else other than hiring people. We had a few riots. We're going to have a few more. There's nothing to prevent a riot from happening other than making every single person happy. And I am in no means going to try and make every single person happy. With us doing research and unlocking different people, we're now able to see the needs of everyone. So red is obviously bad. So they need shower time, which they're getting it done over time. It's not something like they take a shower and then the whole bar just goes down. It's a shower for every person. And let's say someone takes a shower at like 1 a.m. and then the last person takes a shower at 9 p.m. But the first one that took a shower wants to take another shower, that bar goes back up. Even though everyone took a shower for that day, if their thing gets recycled and they want to do it again, the bar goes back up instead of just being a 0 until they are past their time of needing a shower or something like that. We just put in the yard and a gym, so their exercise bar is also going to be going down. Green is obviously good. And this one says active, but I don't know what that would be. I guess the gray bar, even though it's blue? Not sure. We should worry about high, but this should be going down over time, like everything else. So yellow, I wouldn't worry about at all until it gets to orange. We have some luxuries in their cells. They have an extra TV. We're going to be adding rooms that have extra luxuries. Literature, I would think, is going down because we have the classrooms. Oh, maybe once a library for literature. Adding a library will let the... Yeah, okay. And spirituality, we're going to be doing at some point, we're going to make a cathedral, I think is what they call it in the game. Chapel. We'll be making our own chapel. Even if there's one in quick build somewhere, I'm not going to look for it. We're going to be making a chapel that has pews, an altar, and I think they're called kneeling pads? Not sure. What I'm hoping to accomplish today is cell block B, which is one of our grants, right here. To complete this, we need capacity of 50 people. We'll easily get that. We're already at 34 total. Right now we have 33 people, but I think the max we have is 34. So we have a cell that doesn't have someone in it. And I have our intake on only bringing prisoners in if we have a room for them, instead of it always taking in the right amount. So we're going to do cell block B. Right after we finish that, we should get cell block C unlocked, like, as a thing to do. And that just, every cell block means you need a higher capacity of prisoners. And I think cell block D is the last one, and that, if I'm right, requires 200 people. Each cell block doubles the amount that you have. So cell block A was 25, B is 50, I think C is a total of 100, and then D is 200. It would be a very impressive prison to have a whole cathedral. It would! That would have to be like a really, like, spiritual prison. Fight TJ the Warden. You know, Rigas once made a joke saying that a character had a name, and I never looked to see if the character had a name. This character doesn't have a name. We're gonna call him TJ from now on. Alright, did we finish? I don't see anything being researched. So what I'm gonna do is... Orderly, maybe? What does intelligence do? Training for your guards to become better at tracking and recovering contraband unlocks the contraband supply and demand report. The overlay and tracks all recovering contraband back to where it was smuggled or stolen. We're gonna want that. At this point, we don't really need anything that is not unlocked. We did everything that we needed. And right now we're just doing random things. Unless there's a grant that requires something. We're doing long-term investment, which is just waiting this amount of time. I think that's 150 hours and 35 minutes. And then we get $16,000. And we're also doing prison manufacturing facility, which we need 30 license plates, which is what they do in the workshops now that I have people actually going and working there. I just fat-fingered the message, but okay, you have a TJ now? Oh, you meant to say fight the warden. I don't... The warden's name is now TJ, either way. Now, I think there was a grant that said we should have a padded cell. I don't see it going off of the names. And these are the rest that we have to complete some of these in order to unlock some of these. They kind of all build on each other. The one that I hate the most is inmate nutrition research, because we have to micromanage what they eat for an extended period of time. What does give something back? Oh, the eco stuff. Self-sustaining, basic farm. Let's need this. Hire a farmer. Build a functional vegetable allotment room. A fruit orchard. and a farming field room. Plant 5 crops of any type in each room. We are going to do this eventually. It's going to be part of our yard, our outside area. And I want that to be in the center. What other rooms do we have that we don't already have placed? Because I do kind of want to move the yard away and add stuff here. Going off the stuff we haven't built, we didn't do a shop yet. That right there for now. We have a common room. We have 2 workshops. These are the padded things that I was telling you about, the padded cells. But I could have sworn that there was a thing that required a padded cell. We are going to need an armory at some point. We haven't had that unlocked yet, because we don't need it. And we also have the kennel down here, which is for the dogs that we're going to need at some point. The larger prisons require the actual armored stuff, which is why I'm not focused on getting them. We just placed these 3. No, we didn't place the library. That's another one. These are all outdoor stuff. Yard, hedge maze, no. Meeting room? I think that's this room here. It is that room. We don't have a restaurant. That is the same stuff from another brick in the mall. I used to compare this game with another brick in the mall because they have similar character designs and a similar playstyle, but I didn't think it was made by the same people. And going off of the chairs themselves, I think it is made by the same people. We have parole. We don't have the bakery. Security, I think we just unlocked, so we definitely should have security. What is in here? Just random little stuff. Would this be a good thing to have over here? I think it would be. We could extend this hallway portion to being 1 extra block. And having a double door here. Or single door in the center. It'd probably be a single door to make it even. Or symmetrical. Or would it be easier to put it over here? I think it'd be better right here. Having security right next to reception at the front gate. We're going to put it here. So that one's actually going to get built. Something I need to do in preparation of that is tell them to add a door to this wall so that they don't get stuck in there. There's an Arctozolt in chat. That is a fossil Pokemon. I'm going to try and catch it. Okay. These 2 things, we can hire cooks. We can have our prisoners work there. The shop, we have prisoners work here selling stuff, which is a good thing. One of the ways that they get contraband is by getting it through the shop. So that will benefit us and not benefit. Pros and cons to it. I think it would benefit us more having the shop, just in general. And the library, like I said, somewhere we need the library for that. Prison is missing a door control. Working on that. This we can ignore. Ignore that. I don't know why our parole thing isn't being used. Do we need a program for parole? Parole here? Yes, we do. This whole time, I've had the room and didn't tell anyone to go in the room. That makes sense. I had 13 pass, though, somehow. And it looks like Arctozolt escaped. These are 2 things that we're doing. And then this is always going to be showing how many people need to eat. And if I go into our reports regime, We are at yard time, so it's close to them getting food again. So they'll be fine. No. Hopefully they're going to work on that first. I don't want them to build these rooms just yet. If I just right-click on them, they go away. I do need to move the yard. We're still going to have the workshop being an outside hallway. So I think putting the yard here would be best. And then we can work up here. This yard here is a pre-made one. That's yellow. It comes with a fence. We're going to have to delete it. And I'm trying to go off of the green here at the word yard. Like right there. After they build it, we'll get rid of the fence. And then bring all this over. Fast forward. They can get through this quicker. While they're doing this, I want them to add one extra piece of foundation there. And then get rid of that door. And demolish those walls. We're finding a lot of contraband. Huh. Yeah, I still don't know how to update what makes them go in solitary. I know it's in one of these things. Is it reform? No, it's not. Evaluation? No. Prisoners. Sentence adjustments. Because this updates how long they're here for. But I want to know how we put people in solitary. And there is a tab for it. I just don't know where. It's not intake. No. Policy, maybe? Here it is. It's in policy. Okay. We'll look at that later then. Alright, we have the security room, but that has no electric, so let's go into utilities, and they have to be hooked up directly. We'll do something like this. Now they should be working on the yard, which looks like it already has the fence, so I'm going to get rid of the fence now. And get rid of the object. Thought I could click on the fence and they would just bring it over, but they don't. If I follow this wall, continue the fence out this way, and I'm going to try and keep a 4-block distance here. Oh, this has an extra thing for grass. Let's keep 2. Oh. Not that cube. This should be the same space around the entire thing. Is this the same? No, it's a little bit shorter on this side, but oh well. Doesn't actually have to be symmetrical. But I can't open this yard until they have the fence around it, or else people are going to try and escape through it. So now we can. Walls, demolish. Get rid of this entire fence, please. There's a lot of stones that are over here. Not sure. Failed by not being behind at least one door. Oh, it just took a minute for it to realize what's going on. We should make room for prisoners who can't read good. They want a library. Badly. If I go flooring. Grass. We're gonna fill in the grass here. But I think I said we needed an extra lane of grass. Two lanes. Okay. And we're using the racing track. Here. I want to cancel all this and put this here. And also cancel these. It's here. Does it seem like they didn't add all the grass? Like I didn't queue it up. Great. Oh no. They can come out here now. It didn't put grass here either. What? Did I miss any right here? No, that's the far end of the yard. Okay. Now that we have that done, I need to work on deployment. Controls. This guy is going to come this way now. And not go that way. This here is going to be a wall. I keep forgetting I can't just click and have it a wall. We should be adding walls eventually. Should probably add a door since there's people in there. This is a door. I'll just add that for there for now. And what I need to do next is get rid of the room. Okay. Now I should be able to get rid of this door. And then place a wall. After that, we'll delete this entire thing. And then start expanding the prison. Alright, and that is now. I do this. Demolish walls. Mantle objects. When I add in the new rooms, they should update the floors to not being this. If they don't, then I'm going to try and keep it the same. Later on, we are going to update the floors in the entire prison, make that look a little bit better. Like, I'd rather have carpet in the common room. We don't have... Okay. We were going to do a shop here. I think the shop goes this way. The bottom part being where they go in to buy stuff. And the back is where they stock everything. So I'm pretty sure that's the right way. That door's going to be an issue, I think. That might be an escape place. I'm going to see them build it first. Because maybe they can't get through this because there's a wall there. But then there's a... That's a phone booth. No, that's... box. I thought it was telling me what this is. It looks like it did delete the floor. So they're adding foundations to it now. We should also... foundations to here. Put a large door here. Extend this little corridor. I like having one big hallway and then everything just branches off of it. We can then get rid of this wall. Let's do that while I remember. Why is this still here? Flooring. I want concrete floor. This needs electric. Now that we have this coming down here, we'll bring it out like that. I'm gonna wait until they build it, and then I'm gonna dismantle these inside. Oh, I forgot that it's not like Ani, where you can drag and hold it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, this needs electric. Put it back in. There we go. Now they should have electric once the room gets built. Maybe not. Surprised I wouldn't reach that far. I'm just gonna wait until it's fully done. No one's tried to escape through it, so maybe they're okay. Oh, the guard's still out here. Deployment. Rolls. Rid of that. And these two. Find guards. He needs to be here. How's our deployment? We have 2 guards doing this entire hallway. 1 guard in both cell hallways. 1 in the canteen. You should probably have 1 in reception. There's a Stunky in chat if anyone wants a skunk. I think we're okay. What do they still need to do to finish this? If this needs access to a hallway, we'll put a hallway here and then the library in the back. I mean, it would make more sense to have the library over here by the class. Wasn't that what we were doing? And that's what I might have been thinking of doing. In the library right here. We could have 2 libraries. Oh, that is the perfect space. We're doing it. I'm gonna wait until they finish building these, and then I'm gonna put the hallway in. Because if I do the hallway, they might build that hallway, and then not put any walls, so they'll try to escape through it. And for some reason, they're walking all the way around the prison. Get over here. Or they're grabbing stuff from right here. I don't know what they're doing. Logistics. I think we need max jobs 4. And it does look like they have to come in through the back. So we're going to need a hallway here. What else did we need? Just did a shop. No, I could look at rooms and it'll tell us what we have and what we don't have. We're putting in a library. We don't need showers. We don't need dormitories. Exports. That's true. We do need an export thing. How big is this? 9. 9 there. For all the license plates that we should be making. Oh, it looks like we finished it already. I don't see the thing here anymore. We're still waiting for the investment thing, which only has 10 hours left. Well, now 9 hours. If I go to grants, we should be able to... Carpentry Apprenticeship Program. Produce 10 superior beds. How do we make beds? Bring carpentry courses to your prisoners, can teach them valuable skills they can use once they are released and allow them to produce high-end furniture in your workshop. Oh, we have a workshop, so we can do this. Where is that at? Down here. So they should be able to make it. Whether or not they do, I have no idea, but they should be able to do it. They're not quite yet done with the library, but they're getting close. I'm going to put in a hallway here. 3 there. 3 here. They'll get that eventually. What other rooms do we need? Chapel. Forestry. We have the kennel and armory. We don't have any room for that over here. We might build it over here. Have the padded holding cells down this way. And put security next to it. And these are all outside stuff. Restaurant. Bakery. Bakery. I think that's a thing where people can come in here. Like, not prisoners. Regular people like the visitors could come into the restaurant and the bakery and buy things that our prisoners make. So maybe we add those here first, and then the kennel and security thing at the bottom. Still with the padded cells here. So do we need anything right here? Pantry, maybe? A room to store all your freshly grown fruit and vegetables. Yeah, that might be a good idea to keep a pantry over here. We need to do research for that first, though. So let's go into farming. That'll be our next unlock thing. And you still don't have lights for some reason. Don't know why. We're gonna put this here. Jail door right here. And then demolish those walls. Cancel that. Demolish these. That'll give access to this hallway. No utilities. Bring it up to there. That should be close enough to connect all the lights. No, this is ready. Let's bring that down here. Hopefully nobody tries to escape. I don't know if they demolish the walls and then do the foundations, or if they do them first and then the walls just disappear afterwards. It looks like they do the foundations first. After the wall gets taken out, it should connect the electricity, just in case. Let's continue this downwards to this wall. I think they only have 2 more pieces to do, or that's the last piece. That is the last piece. They're just in need of the utilities next. Looks like there's a few people rioting. Why is there no guard out here? I think we might need more guards. Oh, we're down like one extra guard. Okay, we do need more guards. Let's go up to 20 guards. It should be enough extra that if someone needs to take a rest, we still have a guard to fill the space. What are you doing? It looks like we finished the other grant. Programs. Carbon. 2 finished, but nobody passed. So they're not doing the carpentry thing yet. Oh, and these don't have any water. Why do you not have any water? For some reason you didn't have one pipe. I must have deleted lights. Oh yeah, wasn't that where the electrical cord was connected over to here? So when you get rid of utilities and you click on the electric cords, it gets rid of all the utilities in that tile. It doesn't just get rid of what you're looking at, which annoys me. Make a room for prisoners who can't read. I just did that. What the library's for. Reader. 1,000 lives before he dies. I mean, he never reads. Lives only one. Creep into a good book. We give access to a library. They have access to a library right here. You don't even have a door blocking it. I don't know why there's a whole bunch of steel here. Do they need a program for this? No. These are 2 meeting room things, and these are all stuff for outside. But for animal therapy. Our garden. Led by a farmer in a classroom. Let's get that. Led by foreman in a workshop. We have a workshop ready. Spiritual guidance, we need a chapel. We don't have a chapel. So maybe we put the pantry and the chapel out here, and then we're gonna design the yard, but we're gonna keep it right here. Everything else is gonna be a whole bunch of cells just to complete the number that we need. Let's put the restaurants over here. That is going to mean prisoners need a way to go from here into it, I think. Let me look at this again. I don't remember. Where is it? Restaurant. It doesn't look like it has a back door. Looks like it's just 2 front doors. There's something to read on these before I do it. Maybe it's in rooms. I can read more about it. Prisoners with experience in cooking or customer service can prepare and serve food to civilian customers. So we are feeding people from outside the prison. I don't really want to have people coming in here to go up here to eat. We could move the solitary cells. I've never seen this used. think I might change our prison a little bit here. We're going to need a temporary solitary wing before I know what putting it. Build solitary cells. We're going to put them over here for now. Ah, that worked out. Next thing I want is a door here so they don't try to escape when they're being put in there. How do we get someone to work here? Do we need to put someone in there? I think we do. Why can't I? There we go. And I think we just put as many people as we can in each thing, and then they'll just get filled when we have the amount of prisoners needed. That's a lot of people in the workshop. Okay. Is there anywhere else I can put people? Kitchen? Yes. Can't put them anywhere else, as far as I can tell. So the style that we have here for a visitation room, we're going to keep that, but we're going to move it down and not make it look like a tipped over bottle. It's going to be just one big rectangle, and we're going to extend these tables the way that they are down the wall. If anything, it may become a little bit longer. We'll worry about that later. We're going to need water up here. Let's grab this main pipe, bring it all the way up to the toilet, and then just grab one long skinny pipe. I'll wait until I get the utilities built up before I start demolishing these cells. Which looks like they're done. Pretty much. Demolish walls. All of this. And objects. All of these. That one prisoner's not in the cell anymore, so I'll get rid of this as well. Utilities. Water. We can get rid of all this. There's not a Pokemon in chat. It is a Primeape. That's a Gen 1 Pokemon. I didn't type Ultra Ball correctly. Retry that, but actually put two L's in the word ball. What? Why didn't it? It spaced out the second L as though there's a emote in between them. There we go. And it played the same noise file because I typed in PokeCatch. Probably change it to the word ball, makes the noise play. Don't know. Now that we have all these rooms taken care of, we can get rid of these. And then work on how we're going to do this. I think if there's people coming in here, we should have a 4 hallway, like this one. Primate escaped, and I did not catch it. Yeah, that is 4. So the wall would be here. We go all the way down here. Which gives a little bit of extra space for the visitation room. None of the items are going to be moved back. They're just going to be moved down a little bit. So I'm going to demolish these walls. and this door. And then add a wall all the way down here. And then demolish this entire wall. Once you then fix that floor. As I do this, what does the reception room look like? I know there's a pre-built reception room. Here it is. It is a rather big room, but it would fit perfectly right there. If we move it down one, it goes well with the wall. I would just have to move the door over one, which I'm okay with doing. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the wall for this room. Be right there. So we need to move everything down. 2? But if I'm having 2 blocks here, I might as well have 2 blocks going around the whole thing, so that's 4, I think. I got like this. Bring it all the way down to here. Same with this. Probably tell them to do that, but they're not going to. Okay. Then we just have to wait for them to build that. In the meantime, oh, we just need lights in there. For some reason, there's not a single light. Where is the light? Trying to get rid of the stars while I'm looking. I don't see lights anywhere. Oh jeez, there's a lot of things. A drip pipe? Oh, there's a little cat bush. I just glance over. Oh, they're right here. These are here I haven't looked at. Requires an entrance. What if I get rid of that wall? There you go. Okay. Go in here. We finished demolishing this entire wall. And this entire wall. And then all I want to do is move everything down. If I double click there. And then we want more of them. And now just for looks, separation wall. Watch this wall and this wall, please. I want that weird flooring here. Which is 6 meters. But it's also... Oh look, they're actually using the tables. This is the first time I saw them use it. What happens if I move the table while they're actually using? Oh no, but we need utilities. A lot of things with stars on it, but they're not telling me what they are. What's the next thing to research? Let's do forestry labor, because that's another thing. more cells you can fit in that. If that wasn't the case, removes the minimum size requirement for standard cells. Oh. So we could make solitary cells for regular cells. Oh no. If I grab this table, move it to here, grab this table, move it to here. We grab our wall. I need to grab rooms and find visitation. Here. Make you this entire room. Get rid of all this. You, here. 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 Now I find out if I actually counted this. I did. Okay. Objects. More booths. That's the wrong way around. Switch that later. They place it in. Concrete wall here. Door. Actually, I think I can just move this door, right? Yes, I can. To right there. Floor, we want... not gravel. Stone, I think. Stone to right there. I'm going to put a tiny bit of grass. For where visitors come in. And we also want more walls here. And I guess down here as well. We're going to move this door to right there. What is this tile? Paving stone? No. Road? No. Concrete? Yes. So underneath all the doors is this concrete tile, well, not concrete floor. That's me. Concrete floor. Here, please. Okay, next thing. Abolish all that. Floor, concrete floor, right here. We're gonna move this door over one. Grab another wall. Quick build. Visitation, reception is what I meant. That goes here. But this one door is up one. Now if we put that there, they shouldn't get rid of the door. Requires entrance blocked. What do you mean? Oh, they got rid of the door that was up here. Dang. So this area is just going to be one big yard. Or not a yard, but open fenced area, I don't know what else to call it. Okay, now those people are stuck in there because they got rid of the door for some dumb reason. We place that back in. I'm gonna unpause. We're gonna dismantle these objects. Not the light. Actually, yes, the light. We don't need anything in here. And that door. And then walls. No, I want this one wall. Go from here. Is there a way to demolish foundations? There's a bulldoze option. That's about right. But now, walls, we're going to fix this wall on the bottom. And then grabbing our flooring, we're going to put the paving stone here. Might as well also put it going up to this door. Going up there, we're going to do it 3. And then also Grab this door. No, not the person. Not the person. Bring it down one. Oh. And it didn't put the tile where I wanted it. There. Grass. Grass. More grass. And then we need one fence there. If I look at every single one of these walls, will it stop saying that there's something to look at? We're probably also ready to unlock another research thing. We have to do the doors as well. Okay, that got rid of all of them. Something to do in landscape. I don't know what room it wants me to look at, but for some reason there's a star for room. And objects, there's way too many objects for me to look at that. Alright, so the whole point of us doing this was to put a restaurant and a bakery down here. Right there, and here. Might as well. Foundations. Put them there. We'll see if they do these two first and then build that. Which I think they are, because I already started on this. They're kind of working their way in. The only issue I might have is if these two finish before they finish making this. Which it did, but they finished building that in. Okay. There's also apparently a new staff person I can do. Or it's just saying that I should have a farmer. Do you need an office? No. Still saying I have a 1 here. Oh. There's a lot of people there. There is a Zeb Striker in chat if anyone wants a zebra. That's electric. Bring this way. It doesn't look like I need anything connected by electricity. But I am pretty sure I need stuff connected by water. The sink. The sinks definitely do need to be connected by water. Let's bring this down to here. Go from here to the middle of that table. Don't know if any of these are going to be needed. I'm pretty sure they do. How do I know what quick build? Let's do another research thing. I think we go CCT improvement. Improve the utilization of your equipment. Enables you to see vision cones and mark misbehaving prisoners in their field of view. Do that. Afterwards, we're going to do the dogs, then armory. Guard towers unlocks the snipers. And also orderly. They're the last 4 things that we don't have unlocked as terms of rooms, I think. The rest is all just extra stuff. Looks like the bakery is done. Oh, and the restaurant. Now, if we look at this, nothing down here is yelling at us, but this is. Which means we need to grab utilities and... Oh, these are all connected in. Okay. We just need to add 2 more pieces there. And then they should be connected by being next to each other. We go in logistics. Prison labor. The 7 jobs here, 7 jobs here. If we go in here, is there anything in our programs? Why is this unscheduled? Do we need another classroom? This has no equipment. Led by a foreman in a workshop. Every 4 prisoners requires a practice solar panel. We don't have solar panels. And we don't have meeting room. So we should probably add a pretty big meeting room. 2. Seems like a lot of our prisoners have a drug problem. Do we not have the thing that stops them from having drug issues? Prisoners to work in the library, that's not... Did I put anyone in library? I did, okay. 3 strikes program, I think, was for drugs. No. I forget which one it is. It's not alcohol groups therapy, obviously. I think it's this one. Led by a doctor in an infirmary, which we have. Each participant requires a medical bed. Do we need to place a person in here? No, it's not a thing. We just don't have people going in there. What if we do... Need a tunnel search? We're not having people escape yet, because we were small. Let's do a shakedown. See if we find a lot of drugs and stuff hidden. Has any escaped yet? Yes, quite a few people have escaped. By terms of digging their way out, no. But we have had a few times where I was building something and it didn't have a wall, and if you don't have a jail door preventing them from getting to that room, they will immediately run through the opening in the wall and just escape. But later on, when we have a lot of people, that doesn't count. I agree. But by tunnels, we haven't had a single person do it, which is why I don't think I need to do tunnel search yet. I mean, we only have 34 cells, so I don't really think we're big enough to need it. So maybe we do like one really big cell block here that's, if this is 2 cells being across the hallway, maybe we do a 4 cell over here. So it'd be 2 separate hallways, but they're all connected in one big rectangle. We'd need a pretty big hallway leading into them, so it'd probably be another 4 hallway leading up into 2s. I was thinking about putting the forestry stuff right here, though. But we don't need to. We can put the forestry stuff, like, down here or something. We are slowly moving the yard further and further out. else in the notes? We should probably look through rooms. We don't need one of every room. We do need to place in all 4 of these green ones. Pantry's going to go up here. I could place the pantry now, just so we have it ready. But I'd rather keep that area open in case we need it for something else. What if we put the kennel and the armory down here? I know we were going to put it up here, I think. Or do we put it connected to the yard for, like, the dogs to go play in or something? Even though they don't actually do that. It might be better to actually put them down here because they have a long main hallway. And that's starting to bother me. Let's do research. I don't know if it's telling me that the research is done, and I'm just not noticing, but I haven't noticed it say research done. And they're just not doing this yet. Why? Is it the carpentry thing isn't being completed? Already passed. They should be in here doing it. How do you make superior beds? That's the question. Teach them a valuable skill that they use once they are released. Allow them to produce high-end furniture in your workshop, which can be sold to increase income. I don't know. Build a restaurant, serve 30 people. That we should be doing over time. Oh, this is the one for the padded cells, the criminally insane wing. These are all outside stuff, bakery skills. That's the bakery thing. And I don't think they're going to do anything unless there's somebody actually working there, so we're going to not do this yet. How's our reoffending rate? I forget where to look at that, but there is a place that tells me reform. Reoffending is 20% lower than what we had. Everyone is at 30%. Does that mean... No, the average has to be 30%. But if everyone is at 30%, how is this at 41? Don't know. We're going to hold off on that. Governmental security ratings. Assign dog handlers and armed patrols. We don't have them yet. Education through bureaucracy. Build a classroom. We have this. We just didn't have people pass it yet. We ignore that for now. Spiritual guidance has a calming effect. Spiritual guidance. And then all these we can't do until this stuff is unlocked. So we're going to hold off on that. I'm trying to plan out how we're going to do this next big cell block. Did they have a quick build chapel? I'm not seeing one. It's annoying me that this still has all the stars on it. Bye. Grab this. What does it need? Altar, pews, prayer mat. We have the kennel unlocked. armory next. I wanted a pantry up here. How big is the pantry? Isn't it at the bottom? There was a quick build for pantry, right? Or was it just a regular room? I think it was just a regular room. Room requirements just say surrounded by walls and doors, so it doesn't have to be very big. Could have a pantry going here. Big hallway leading up this way are 2 hallways for cells, and then a chapel here. Hallway like this. I don't know if this is how big we're going to make the chapel, but I'll do that for now. Quick build just for a second. Actually, no. I think it's 5 by 7. 5 by 6. I was close. Five, 6. Skip 2. 5 by 12. Skip 2. 5 by 6. I have this 2 blocks too high. Or 3 blocks. If I start from here. Five by 6, go up to 12. And this whole situation would be repeated multiple times. There's a Fomantis in chat if anyone say, what would be Fomantis? Praying Mantis, I guess? There's multiple different Pokemon that look like a praying mantis, but I think that's the closest thing that it would be. Where do we put our solitary confinement? It's another thing we have to worry about. Maybe down here? We could put a bunch down here because they're small rooms. We can make like a small separated hallway here. Maybe add like a little shower room so we actually have this taken care of. This shower. Make a little room down here. When we add more people, we are going to need another canteen and kitchen. These are 3 by 4. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I thought it was still in planning. Three by 4. That's 15. We can have 5 there. That's another 5 here. Two like this. And then this is an even number. And we could have a shower over here. We do have a shower thing here. If I rotate it. It does fit here. I could move them over. Let's do it. I'm going to do down here first for the solitary confinement cells, so that we don't have them here, and I can just build all the foundations in for this, and then build our walls and stuff. I think it would be easier if I, for one, put a door here. This is going to have to be a wall. Can I change a fence to a wall without them demolishing it? I can. And then jail door there. Because this is going to complain and not build unless we have a door going into it. So with that being there, we can then just add all this in. And afterwards it'll be fixed. While I have this ready, build that in. It will be a... I don't know why this says requires entrance when there's a gate there, or a door. I don't know if this is a far walk to a canteen. Because at some point... Did this just flood? No, there was a riot here. They're fixing things. Is that a Polaroid? Possible endgame? Sell your prison. Value depends on quality of prison overall. You men use those extra funds in your next... You then use those extra funds in your next prison. Can bring over research, key staff, and prisoner transfer. Large plots of land cost a lot of money to buy. I've never seen this before. It's a little bit hard to read. Methods to communicate, lack of resource. Oh, wow, there's a lot. Huh. I think I should look around more often for random stuff placed around. We found a random Polaroid earlier in the last stream. Sounds like New Game Plus. I don't think you meant the Press Plus. I keep forgetting. Every time I hit enter or escape, it slows down the game. Since they have this pretty much built, let's grab shower, put it here. Now it does bring in most of the pipes, but it's going to need more built up for it. To connect all these should be connected horizontally once they're placed in. And it looks like these would be connected as well. So all I have to do is bring a main pipe down here. If I went straight down here, that would line up. Let's do it this way. Which would mean that this gets to save. Cancel utility. There. I then need to look at electrical to see if there's any wires going through it. There's no wires going through it. So I didn't get rid of any electrical wires. All I did was disconnect our washing machines from water until they add this portion of pipe in. This should build in though. I don't know why it's not. Maybe I need to move this door temporarily closer. That's weird. Now back out there. Wall is demolished, this wall, and this wall. The only thing I don't like about this shower system is that we need to change the things where the door is. Well, I guess this wouldn't be a door, that's just an opening with drains. Anyway, let's do quick builds for solitary confinement. Up here. And I'm going to start down here, work my way over. Oh, that does line up. I thought it was going to be off. Okay. Can I just drag? No, I can't. I thought maybe if I dragged and placed, it would do multiple at once, but it doesn't. So we do have this extra little corridor here, which could be good if we expand south. We just add another block of them down here. Another thing that's going to require is plumbing down this main spot. Could I just bring this and go straight that way? We do a little thing like this. Oh. We're gonna need electrical down here now. Where is our main spine? This one. This way. Now I just need to be a little bit more patient. Oh, wait, no. We need the little pipes for the toilets. Oh, right there. It looks like you can replace smaller pipes with bigger ones, but you cannot replace the bigger ones with the small pipes. Which makes sense. Because this is saying that I can place them there. I don't know how it's going to work out. They're still building the showers, so I don't know what they're going to do. I should probably also tell a guard to be stationed in this hallway. Sign guards here. As the rooms get built, this guard should only be in this area instead of walking around the entire thing. And I think we have enough money coming in that I can hire more workmen. Let's go up to 20. We have armed guards as a thing, so let's research. I'm gonna do orderly first and then guard towers. The shower is prepared. Abilities. Water. It did replace the water. Okay, what I want to do... Can't do yet until they build this wall back in. Again, on the other hand. Why isn't there a wall here? All the way down. Let's get rid of these. So many things I haven't looked at. Looks like Halloween decoration stuff. Dismantle object. This one and this one. And then I need one of those shower heads. Right here. To be over here. Now I need a drain. that what this is? No. That is an object, isn't it? Window, window, here they are. 2 drains, or else they're going to flood the entire floor. And you're not connected to water. I'm going to leave the rest of the pipes the way they are. This doesn't really matter. Now we go back up here and rooms. No. Utilities, water. Cancel all that. Walls. Demolish everything. Dismantle everything. Now they have their own little wing here. Oh, one of the drains are still here. I didn't want to move it. I want to demolish it. Dump. I don't think I can build a wall over top of it until it's taken away. Oh, I put in a wall there. This, on the other hand, looks weird without having a wall there, so I'm putting the wall in. Got another person over here having an issue. Maybe it's time for a tunnel search. Because that's 2 different cells where they demolished a drain. If there was a tunnel, it would have popped up and been a spider web going through the large water pipes. So it doesn't look like we had one. Let's break. Up here to there, here to here. You're gonna need doors to get in and out. I will do a staff door for both, right? There's a ducklet in chat if anyone wants a duck. That to there. Concrete wall all the way down here. Why isn't there a wall here? Should have put a wall there. It's weird. Planning. Get rid of all that. Does that get rid of me placing in walls? No, it doesn't. But now I can go in here, put a pantry, this big area. That will work at some point. Chapel right here. That requires a bunch of things, but we need to get utilities up here first. We're going to put in utilities for the hallway. Water, I need you to come this way as well. Objects. Chapel. I went past them. I know they're all right next to each other. Ah, right here. I grab this, and I'm just gonna put you in the corner. The pews are pretty large. And I like to keep them 1 block away from each other just in case it actually matters. So I put one next to the door. I'm gonna move the door. Prayer mats, on the other hand, are relatively small. Put a small row here. Move you. Not the light. Want the door. Wall there. Change this floor. Let's put red carpet in the church. Now that should make the people happier. In the meantime, we can... Wait, demolish the gate. I don't think I'm going to demolish that. I'm going to move it over. Okay. How far of these improved cells can I go before I reach the end of the map? I'm going to cancel all these rooms, build in the entire foundation, and then replace them. But instead of me counting out each tile, I figured this would be quick. So to right here. Cancel all that. Foundations, we grab here, all the way down. Is this going to get rid of the fence? I hope not. And now I'm going to grab this door and move it to here. So I remember where that goes. This still has the walls there, so I'm not worried about that. I am worried about forgetting where this goes. I don't think it's going to delete the fence because that's considered a wall. If anything, it's going to have a wall here and then have it just connected straight into the fence like this wall. And this is going to take quite a while for them to build. I think for this cell block, I'm not going to get rid of the extra drains that they put in. Just in case that the spilling over here wasn't necessarily only because there was a riot in the cell. But maybe it needs the extra drains? Who knows? I think it only requires one drain. Because this room has so many shower heads, but it only had one drain. And I moved it to having two just for symmetry. So I don't know. But this is going to push us 100% past cell block B. I think this alone might be close to 30 extra people being brought in. So we will 100% need to add another canteen and kitchen. I think I might put it next to this workshop that my cursor's on. I'm pretty sure there's also another way to designate which cells go to what canteen. So we could probably make like a really large one down here and then put everything on this side of the prison to that. Now there's a little tiny one for just these guys. We just have to keep a track on if we're feeding everyone. We're still not making the beds. I'm gonna cancel this because that's not happening. You want this. And there was a spiritual thing here, right? No, it's a program. Spiritual guidance. Okay. They are very quickly getting this done. I thought it was going to take quite a lot more time. But I guess that's what happens when you hire double the amount of people you had working previously. We had 10 people, now we have 20 people. And this should build immediately because we have the door. I was right in saying that they're not going to get rid of the fence, because if they were, they would have gotten rid of that already, and it would have had this steel beam thing. Just about done. When they're finished it, I'm going to add the walls for the hallway, and then we'll place in all the different cells. That should be the last block placed in. It was. Look at that. Okay, let's grab utilities, bring all the utilities down. I think that's as far as this has to go. Grab this to the same spot as well. The water, on the other hand, is going to have to go all the way to the bottom. Going off of where this toilet is, it'll be in the bottom left corner. We have to go all the way to the end. Now, an issue with us being so close to the edge of the map is that if a person does try to escape from up here, they could easily just go through the wall and leave. Once they do escape using a tunnel and they get outside of the prison, you will see the hole outside the prison. So we'll know immediately that somebody did a tunnel to get out. But the tunnel search is good for trying to find them before they escape. Should be able to do something else. Bring it all the way down. Same here, bring this all the way down. So one, another door, another large jail. I'm going to tell this to be locked open for now, so that they don't have to keep getting a guard to come in here and opening it. Same with this door. Lock open. They did that weird floor thing again. I think the default foundation color is this, and we're actually changing it to this concrete floor. Oh, they can't get out. These only have one, right? Yeah, one block doors. Let's grab you. Looks like it's on the right side. Just so that they can get out if we're being stopped. Now, I'm going to change this fence. Being the wall. Now, the utilities should be reaching through this. Unless the utilities only... I think we found this out before. The electrical wires only go through doors. They don't go through the wall. I think it's a weird thing. So as we build the utilities going down, or as we build the rooms going down, it will connect the electric through the walls. Let's grab all the rooms. Improved cells. Hopefully I don't misplace anything. Oh, misplaced that one. Here, then we rotate. Back up. Rotate. Nope. We gotta actually keep it that way. Then we go back down. Looks like some utilities being connected as they do the rooms. There. And next thing we need to do is the water lines. So the shower and the toilets are the things furthest to the left. We just keep down like this. I did not know where they were ahead of time when we were doing the large water pipe. This is going to blow through a majority of our money, but we haven't had a single issue with our money this entire time we've been playing. I think that's because we started with such a large amount that it just hasn't been an issue. I missed the toilet shower head. I don't know if they're waiting for me to put the pipes in for the cells that are completed before they put a person in it, or if they can put a person in it now and then work on the pipes. I think they just need the room established. They don't necessarily need the piping. So the next day we should be getting a lot of people coming in, which means that we get a lot of money. We get a certain amount per person that gets brought in for our cells. With the little bit that we've finished now, we're already up to 41 available inmates. We have 32 out of the 41. There's an Emolga in chat, if anyone's a electric flying squirrel. Doesn't seem like anyone's using the libraries. I'm not sure why. Thinking about adding a patrol guard going up this way in the main hallway. It's a good idea. Side guards. 1. And also assign guards this hallway, this hallway. And this doesn't have any assigned guards anymore. I'll add 2 just in case we need it. This doesn't have... Wait, does this have the patrol? It does have the patrol, but it doesn't have any regular guards in it, so I'll place 1 guard in there. Everywhere else I think is fine for now. Now some of these are still dark. I think that's because the cells that I placed down don't have lights in them. I was clicking on objects. Yeah, there's 65 lights in my pocket. Let's go back down and place a single light in each cell. Some of these people are in here in the dark. That noise actually gave me a jump scare. Down this side, and that should be it. Now, it may take them a moment to place in all these lights. And I think at this point we're buying lights. No, we're not. Wow. We still have 9 extras. We did finish the cell block B. The output of your power station in your prison is 88%. Oh, that's true. We need another one. How do we know how much our water pump is doing? I don't think there is a way to know. But if I... Quick build. Where is it? Looking for this room. I think it's called utility room. I thought it was at the top. It is utility room. If I want to bring you... Place you 2 blocks over. Goes to the wall in between here. That's all I wanted to know. Extend that. Then we'll double up this right next to it. Which means that we are going to need to separate our power lines. Because having 2 of these on the same line isn't going to make the lines better, as far as I know. This is pretty crazy, looking at all the people in here. We definitely need another canteen, for sure. Let's look at our other grants. What else can we do? Cell block C is at 100, so I was right on believing that it's going up by double the amount. Cell block A was 25, B is 50, C is 100. Tool cleanup. Remove the supply of stolen tools and stolen weapons. Animal therapy. We can do most of this, can't we? Reform prisoner consultation. That requires a meeting room, and then we also need the thing for animal therapy. Okay, so we're gonna need a kennel and stuff like that now. Done here, quick build. Kennel, what was the other one? Armory? They're both relatively small. Only issue is I can't build right against the edge of the map. We have to stay in 1 block. So this is going to be a small hallway. I'm okay with that though. Kennel right next to it. And then... you 2 here, and you straight down here. It seems like they're working on these first, because they're closer. We are now up to 76 available cells, and we have maybe 12 more to make, so we're getting into the 90 range. Why is this saying no water? Did we not put utilities to it? I didn't. Wow. What happened there? Oh, there's a tunnel! Oh no. Tunnel search. Someone escaped. One person. Oh, there's a bunch of people escaping because the wall is open. Why did they do the hallway first instead of this room? Yeah, we're having a lot of people escape now. Release the alligators. We're trying to get the kennel in so we have the guard dogs. And I can't close this off because there's no doors to it. Okay, so 27 people have escaped so far. Did they finish building this up yet? They did. Okay, we shouldn't have anyone else escaping through the hole. I just want to know where this tunnel came from. It's still going through places? It didn't tell us where this tunnel came from. Okay. I think this is a flooring... no. This flooring? No. There is a button for removing tunnels. There it is. Remove that tunnel. Maybe when I remove the tunnel, it tells me where everything is. Where it led to. But I could have sworn that the tunnel search tells you where the tunnel came from. I think the builders do it. Hi, Toby. Oh, it came from that toilet. Okay. Can I remove the rest of that, please? I kind of expected this. We might want to do the outer perimeter wall thing. They're still working on this? I did have a star on more, but there's no star. Utilities. Can I have you... come down here, please? It should be close enough to get this light turned on. Could be wrong. We're back up to 79 people. And it looks like we're going to end with 90 cells available. So if we do another 10 cells, why is this built like that? Did I miscount? And this one toilet's not ready. Could have sworn that I did this right. No, I didn't. I did miscount it by one tile. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because I don't feel like moving everything. Alright, what's next on research? Let's just go down the left side and work our way over counterclockwise. It's only going to take 5 hours, so... by 1... we'll have that research done. Yes, I know we have lots more spare room for prisoners. Well, now we don't, because we just filled it all in. We have 90 prisoners right now. They all have their own TV and shower. So the only thing I have to worry about is the canteen. And then this should also mean that more people are going through our programs, which then means they're working in different areas. All of this means that there's more money going to us. I am a little worried about this, though. 19 prisoners have serious complaints. Why? Is it the prisoner meals? They're all in the canteen. How long do they stay in there for? I want to know how far down that goes. They got to 41%, so half of the people got fed. Okay. Escapes? More tunnels again? It's gonna be straight to the toilets. I already know. Yep. Alright, let's do this perimeter wall. Water pipes cannot be built underneath, so that means they can't get out. Build it all the way down to the road. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. There's going to be an issue down here. But we can just change the wall type. If I build it down here and have that weird look? I will. Oh, we can't change that? Why can't I change this? There's no water pipe under this wall. I know there's water pipes here, but there shouldn't be anything under there. Alright, let's cancel this. Not the whole thing. Hey, why is it letting me replace this, but not down here? What? There's a rough in chat if anyone wants one. Okay, we'll start with that for now. What does it put? Floors next to it. That's why it couldn't be put here, because it needs an extra tile for the floor. Whatever this flooring is. Our research should be done by now. It is. Do bank loan, 12 hours. It's 6 a.m. That should be done. Prisoners are still hungry. Debating on if I just add a canteen on the bottom of this yard. Mirroring this down here. I think that's probably our best option. Without having to make a large one. I'll let the canteen be built first. I want to look at logistics, make sure that we have everything filled in. We do. Okay. Now, if I buy this square here, it's the entire length of our prison. We might need that at some point. It would be cheaper now to buy this than it would be to buy this and then get 3 squares worth. Because we could just pay this price twice. Which may be cheaper than this price and that connected combined, plus another I don't know if it's actually cheaper or if this equals the same. We definitely need more room. We're not going to get 200 prisoners in this small area. Oops. They are getting things done, but very slowly. Earlier they were fast, now it seems like they're doing it slowly. Spare room for taking. There's not spare room for more prisoners. And this is taking forever. How do I do... remove the supply of stolen goods and stolen weapons? Lockdown is not what I want. Bang up is not what I want. The narcotics search that I want? Which requires the dogs. I want staff. A couple dog handlers. Start with 5. We do have available armed guards. Looks like I can put a max of 10. So I'll just do that. And they'll go around and just help out the other guards. Actually, they added to the number of guards. Okay. What I can do now... free fire! What? 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 No. Would this be considered... I don't know if this is considered as part of narcotics or... We still don't have that meeting room yet. There's a way to find... where the supply chains are. I don't remember where. Utilities. Bring the electric down this way. I'll bring it to this wall, and then we have to connect it in. Water, we're going to need down here as well. Oh, we have it right there. Never mind. So next thing I'm going to do is... canteen. Or no, kitchen. Because although there's another canteen, they're going to have to walk from this kitchen over to there to put stuff in it for them to eat from. What? Her keeps putting her paw on my arm. She's like, how do we look at where they are? Is it intelligence, maybe? Oh. Remove supply of stolen. So a lot of the tools would be in here. How do we... Ow. Following a number of incidents in other prisons involving stolen items, a group of performing studies of the distribution of tools and weapons throughout prisons. This part of the trial involves trying to remove all such items from your prison population. I don't know how to do that, though. Connect you in. Water. And then we can go staff. Yep. Alright, 2 more cooks. And then logistics. Add as many people in there as I can. And now, I go in here and go to programs. We can do animal therapy. What did that need? Did it need a special, certain room? Went past it. Right here. Meeting room. We already have a meeting room. So we're fine. What do we do next? We can either start doing the outside stuff here. We could put in the room that they're waiting for. What was it called again? Meeting room. Isn't this the meeting room? Hey, why don't we have this done? Or started? We have a meeting room. The only thing we can't do is flower therapy because we don't have a flower garden. And we don't have equipment for this, so we gotta ignore that for now. Everything else we have. One escapes. How? Right out the front door, someone escaped? Really? Why isn't this built? Why are they so angry? Is it just because of food? I mean, that's understandable if it is. Too many prisoners are complaining about hunger. 38 prisoners are incredibly hungry. Build more kitchen cooks. Add more meal times to the regime slot. That we could do. Not one of them. I want the whole thing. Let's give them an extra hour for all of them. Is this a tunnel? Someone tried tunneling through here. This should be going down. I might need to make a very large kitchen and canteen instead of having 2 separate ones. We could probably benefit from having a larger infirmary, so making a double infirmary. Having just a little hallway, I guess. We could line this with more meeting rooms in the back, because it seemed like a lot of things needed a meeting room, and we only have 1. $43. Why is there nobody over here? Someone should be over here cooking. I don't see anyone cooking. We're now down to 33, so we got through 10 people. Where are my cooks? I mean, I'm not expecting the prisoners to be cooking right now. Let's double the amount of cooks we have. Where are they all going? Why did it look like they just left the map? I'm not sure. Nope, now they're in here. We're down to this again. Or I just scrolled down far enough. Enrollment of 10 prisoners. We need one more person enrolled here. And we need one person to pass it. Still don't know how to do tool cleanup. Remove supply. How do you remove supply? I don't remember how to get BI. Let's ignore that. I'm gonna get rid of this. Can't. We'll clean up. We have this going. We just need to put a dog on patrol. Assign 2 dog handlers to a dog patrol. There's a small event chat. And my stuck. It said 2. What if I just grab 2 here? Did that finish that? Oh, the output of the power. I forgot. We didn't finish doing this. Utilities. Power station. Capacitors all around it. We have to wait until the power station's built. Okay. Now what I could have done is built another one of these small rooms way over here. Are we still not feeding enough? Assign 2 armed guards to a patrol. Oh, there goes our power. Why are they connected? Can you move it over one, please? Can you pet the dogs? No, we cannot pet the dogs. Okay, that got some of the power up. I think we need to turn this back on. There we go. Now we should be able to add capacitors. Of course, going to max it out. And that's the alarm for us to find someone to raid out to. So what I'm thinking is connect this in. And we'll bring this to here. We'll disconnect this portion. And down here. These in. do straight across. And straight down. This should all make sense in a little bit. Cancel this. Why isn't this connected? Cancel all of this. All of this. All of this. Entire line here. Then all of this. All of this, I think. Now we need to find out where utilities are needed. So this needs some electric, so we'll bring this wire up this way. I don't know why that's there. That looks like some planning stuff. And I took away some water from somewhere. Yep. Didn't mean to do that. But again, that's part of the dismantle utility thing. And it looks like all these got dismantled. And all of this. I wish when you're looking at one thing, you're only dismantling that one utility, not both of them at the same time. Back to electrical. We need a little bit right here. This doesn't have any lights, so there's no need for electrical to be there. What I'm going to do is that. And then dismantle. Why aren't they building that? There we go. Get rid of all that. And we just need to push that on. Push that on. Now we have a little bit that we can build more on the bottom half with the electricity, which does power the water pump station. And we have a ton to this power station from up here. And I think I saw... Yep, there's a tunnel. I do... Tunnel here. Here. How far does this tunnel go? I'm gonna guess it's just to that toilet. Not any further. Why aren't they taking care of it yet? Oh, there we go. It is straight to that. Okay. Makes sense. How are we doing on feeding them? Oh, we're fine, because it went away. It just popped up now, but that's because it's close to their, well, breakfast, according to the time. 2 armed guards to patrol. Armed guards. We'll do 2 here. And that should be this done. Which it is done. We're just waiting for this to go through. We have 1 person enrolled in animal therapy. And this is still saying we are missing a door control system. Let me just go through here. Door control system. That would probably be best in here, right? Isn't that what this is? Wait a second. It is that. Why is it saying I don't have a door control system? Because I don't have it connected to a door? Like if I went... No, that's not how you do it. How do you do it? Oh, it's the items in there you have to connect it to. Why would it be connected to this? That's not a door. No. I don't know how this works. That's a light. I'm not trying to click on the light. I want to click on... You know what? Throw away that light. Then move the debris. Now this makes sense to connect into a phone. Which it does. Do we have any phones anywhere else? We do in here, but I'm not going to tap them while... so maybe there's a specific door that we need. And these are colored. I don't think that's the same thing. Remote door. Road gate. Can I connect this into the road gate? I don't have a road gate. There's no double door for this, is there? No. But I could put this door right here. I dump that. This. Remote door. I'm hoping that if I put this in, connected in to that, at least the thing on the left side will go away. I should have a guard stationed in here. Sign guard. I think I need more guards in here. Should be a guard in here too, but there wasn't. Guard in the canteen. Oops. Okay, so now if I click on this, connect to here. What? I don't understand what this is supposed to connect to then. Do you connect to the gate maybe? I don't... Put that secure door back in. Road gate. Road barrier. I don't know what it connects to. Our guards currently have to spend most of the time opening jail doors for people. Their time is too important for this. Install a door system, and one guard can open multiple doors remotely. Is this just like bugged? Maybe I have to delete it and then move it back or put it back in? I mean, it's saying I can't connect to this door. But every door is highlighted like I can. I'm gonna delete this and then place it back. So I keep wrong button. No, dump. Object. System. It's back in. Let the prisoners pet the dogs, everyone would be happy. Well, maybe that's what the program is. Okay. Connect. Now can I connect you to a door? No. What in the world do you do? Why are you connected to the phone tap? Oh, never mind. That actually makes sense. They would have a phone going between the two. Why do you not connect to a single door? Is there a special... You know what, Rigas? That's probably a smart thing to look for. These are all lethal stuff. Tax relief, offshore account. What's that one say? Recycle and sensitive. This is all execution stuff. I mean, it does have this special door, and I placed down that door. Unlocks high-tech equipment for remote control and automation of doors. Doors can be opened remotely using the door control system operated by a guard, or opened by a door timer at specific times of day. I don't see a door timer. This is the remote door. I tried placing it here and then connecting it, and it wouldn't connect. If I place it out here and it just magically works, I will be upset. And you're bugging out because you don't have a guard to operate. What the heck was on my neck? There was a big ant crawling up the side of my neck. That is wonderful. I could have sworn there was like something... Anyway. You're still not connecting. Why? Remote doors will not open without a working servo attached. What? Just for fun, if I place a wall next to it, does that magically make it work? Or do you need power? Door servo? I don't know where it's supposed to be placed though. Let's go there for now. There was a tentacle in chat that I didn't notice. And now that needs electricity. If I get this working, we'll fix it when we come back. What's this guy doing? You can go around. In the meantime, I'm gonna get some stuff turned on. I can see who's live and who we're gonna raid. Why are they not adding the electrical? Really? Okay, now can I connect you to this door? No, I can connect you to the servo. And they got rid of it. Okay, so now we know how to hook this up. So we need 2 servos to make a double door. We are definitely going to do this when we come back. While we're here... Didn't it say that there was someone trying to get out? It's usually what the little shuffle means. 1 escapes. Okay. Perimeter wall. We're going to have to connect you. I forget. Down to there. I then need to add a door. Large jail door. There's going to have to be a way to get in. I have 3 of the usual people. It has been exactly 1 week since we raided one of them. The other 2 has been far enough that I'm not worried about them. It'll be up to you guys, like usual. I'm just waiting for them to finish the wall. Because then even if they get out of here, they shouldn't be able to go anywhere. They can't get out over here. They might tunnel out from these rooms, but I think they're doing fine. If I see a tunnel out here, then I'll worry about expanding that way. Let's station... No, I'm not going to station a guard out there. I was thinking about putting a guard out here so they would patrol the entire area. But that's quite a large area for them to look through. Now this one... They finished the reformed prisoner, so that's good. We just need more people doing the animal one, which is down at the bottom. Animal therapy. 7 interested. What do you need? You need a meeting room. We might not have enough meeting rooms, so there might be more than 1 program that's going on at a time that needs the meeting room. So I think when we come back, we definitely do have to do the automated doors for the main hallway. And then we need to make a very large canteen and kitchen. We'll get rid of this. We'll either put a hallway with meeting rooms and maybe partway with an infirmary. So we'll double this up right here. How big is this? Let's see this visually. That is 10. If we do another 10 here. That is a 2 wide hallway. And there's a tunnel right there. From all the way over here, really? Automated doors do the thing. Thank you for the reminder, Rigas. Now this tunnel might not be to this toilet. It could be to this toilet. No, it's to this toilet. Wow. Either way. I need them to get rid of the tunnels so that these cells are working again. Okay, so while Rigas reminded me that there is a command for to-do list. Make large canteen. I don't forget that either. And then this portion I should just remember off the top of my head because we're going to need more meeting rooms. And if we make a large canteen, I'm not going to need this. So that'll be part of the make large canteen. Alright. Get back in here. I'm going to save the prison. We're gonna do... Why did it zoom in? I don't want it zoomed in. I'm trying to do print screen, but for some reason it zoomed in in the game. I don't know if you guys saw it zoom in. There we go, now it's not. I just grabbed the entire part of the map. And now I'm going to do a poll and then change the name of the image. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. EST to 12:30 p.m. EST, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. EST to 2 p.m. EST.